For the first time, I saw you dancing. The room was filled with your grace and your energy. You got a funky blow, you know how to dance. Freedom is what you're looking for. You're an independent dancer. Ooh, you blow my mind. Sexy me, shaking booty. I'm running for you, hard club nights. They know the meaning. You blow my mind. You're the funkiest woman I ever saw. You're the independent dancer. Just wanna let you know you're so beautiful. Just wanna let you know you're so beautiful.
Hello everyone, good evening Japan, I'm Tesrin, I will be your host. In the studio, you can still feel the emotions after yesterday's finals, Korean finals. It was great and I hope that Japanese finals will be great as well too. Guys, we are starting the third qualifications, okay? So be ready, there is no time for excuses. Let's start the third qualifications from Japan. We are looking for stars, we are looking at players like yesterday we saw, like Dimny, like Sayer. We are looking for you. Come on, let's go, explain in video. Hi there, SkillzVault is finally live. There is an opportunity to find new global esports stars who had not had a chance to show themselves so far or who are simply hiding their presence from the world. Now it is a chance for them to be on everyone's lips. Perhaps this is what we are waiting for. Perhaps it is you who will meet your idol and try to become the best duo partner in global competition between countries. Of which countries we are talking about? There are 5 countries participating in SkillzVault. Korea. Registration starts on the 9th of August. The finals, in the other hand, will start on the 18th of September. Japan. Registration for this country will start on the 30th of August, and the final part will start on the 10th of October. Vietnam. The qualifiers will start on the 9th of September. Final part will start on the 10th of October. China will start qualifying on the 27th of September, while the finals will take place on the 6th of November. Brazil, which you can sign up for from the 11th of October, while the finals will take place on November. Both stars are for your disposal, but only if you try you'll be able to find out who you play better with in duo. Represent your country and fight for the SkillzVault champion title and for $6,000 in Bitcoin Vault per region. Will you be the best in your country individually? We will find out in the finals, but if you will win, you will get additional $5,000 in Bitcoin Vault. Don't wait, sign up now. You can be an exporter. Yesterday he won $2,500 in Bitcoin Vault. So the money is on the table in Japan. Are you ready to grab for it? The money is on the table. The money is waiting for you. Maybe it's not about money. It's about showing yourself to the wider audience, because influencers also are streaming this live, so we have many viewers yesterday, and Korean stars did a very great job. For example, Sado TV was on fire. I hope that Japanese players, Japanese stars will also show their skill. The first of our influencers from Japan, let's go with Genji. Hello, I'm Testrian. You are watching SkillzVault. Today with me under a hail of questions will be Genji from Japan. Hello, hello, hello. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
I'm fine too. That's great. So I will ask you 6 questions. Please answer to me very honestly. Are we clear about that?
はい、了解です。
Okay, perfect. So let's go. The first question is, please tell me, who are you going to be for SkillzVault?
今回はスキルフルで、インフルエンサーとして出ているんです。日本の代表として出ているんですが、そこでちゃんと優勝できるように頑張りたいと思います。よければ応援よろしくお願いします。
Of course, I will keep my fingers crossed. Next question is, what do you think? Who are going you to play with?
ゲームは雰囲気がすごく大事なので、雰囲気のよくやれる人で一緒に強くなれる、成長をできるような選手と一緒にゲームをやりたいと思っています。
So what are you going to focus on during each game?
ミスのないようにプレーをすることが一番大切かなと思っています。
Genji, what is going to be your role in the game?
チームでは、チームをまとめるような存在をやっているのかなと思っています。
Okay, so now very important question. Who do you think should participate in the event?
この大会は、もっともっと PUBG を楽しみたい人、そして向上心があるプレイヤーが参加するのがいいと思います。
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. And the last question is, according to you, what is SkillzVault?
このイベントは、PUBG モバイルを盛り上げる、すごく大きな e スポーツのイベントなので、こんなチャンスはないので、たくさんの人が参加することを、期待しています。
Okay, Genji, thank you very much for this quick interview.
You're welcome.
Thank you for watching. Don't miss SkillzVault. Sign in right now. Genji, the best haircut in the whole SkillzVault tournament. He is waiting for you, so go to www.skillzvault.gg and sign up. If you want to play with Genji, it's okay, but you want to play, I'm sure, with IQ. Let's go. Hello, I'm Tesri and you are watching SkillzVault. This interview is for us to get closer to our stars. Today with me is IQ from Japan. Hello, hi there, how are you today?
はい、こんにちは。よろしくお願いします。
Fantastic, so I think we can start. I will ask you a few simple questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, of course, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's start. Who are you going to be for SkillzVault?
日本の代表としてスキルズボルトに出場して頑張っていこうと思います。
Who do you think are you going to play with?
やはりレベルが高い大会だと思いますので、そういったところで勝っていけるっていう部分でも、しっかりとコツコツ努力できる選手っていうところかなというふうに思います。
What are you going to focus on during each game?
やはり、個人ではなくてチームでやるっていうところもありますので、コミュニケーションというところをしっかりと取りつつ、勝ちに貪欲にやっていこうと思います。
Okay, and what is going to be your role in a team?
お笑い担当かなと。チームスポーツですけども、やはりそのチームの雰囲気大事ですので、そこをいかに盛り上げられるかっていうところを頑張っていこうと思います。
Okay, so who do you think should participate in this event?
やはり勝ち負けっていうのがはっきりする部分もありますので、いかに勝ちに貪欲になって、チームスポーツですから一丸となってやっていけるかというところ、そこの選手一人一人の気持ちの入れようっていうところですよね。いかに本気かっていうところかなというふうに思います。
Okay, and the last question, according to you, what is SkillzVault?
そうですね。やっぱり日本ゲームっていうのはやっぱこの言語の壁とかがありますので、日本国内だけで落ち着いてしまうっていうのはあると思うんですけども、そこがいろんな国の人たちと交流できるっていう部分で、自分たちの名前っていうのを、他の各国の選手とかプレイヤーに、広めるチャンスでもありますし、もちろん、ゲームのスキルっていう部分も、自分これだけ強いんだよってところを、いろんな国の人たちとかに、見せることができますので、そういう、普段交えない、普段交流できない部分の人たちと交流できるっていうのがすごく、スキルズボルトの、いい価値かなというふうに思います。
IQ-san, thank you so much. I think we all know you a little better, and I'm sure you will do your best during each game. Thank you. Thank you very much, and see you. See you on the
Thank you,
battlefield.
Tesri さん。
Thank you.
頑張ります。Thank you.
So this was IQ and Genji, our stars from Japan. They're waiting for you in the finals, but first you need to qualify. Guys, are you there? I'm talking to our beloved casters, Sandstorm and Professor Tarzan. Hello. Look what I found.
Hello, hello. Ooh, very fancy.
Level
Very,
3,
very nice.
Level 3 helmet. So I'm ready for everything. I'm ready for everything. Are you ready for my questions? Because first will be to Professor Tarzan.
Wait.
How do you feel after?
Okay, I'm ready for the questions now.
Okay, so first is to Sandstorm. Korea showed.
question?
No. It's
Sure.
a different one. It's a different one.
Okay,
So I will
okay.
ask you this question, Professor, later on, because I
Okay,
see that
deal.
Sandstorm is ready. So
Ready.
what do you think? Because Korea showed really good skill yesterday. Yeah, we all saw it. But do you
Yeah.
think that Japan can beat them?
I mean, throughout what we've seen from the Korean tournament and from every single one of the qualifiers, their players have had just a higher standard and a higher skill level from what we've seen over the past couple of weeks, and especially with what we've seen yesterday in the finals as well. In case you guys didn't watch it, I believe the VOD is still there on the Twitch channel for SkillzVault, so you can just click on the videos and watch it there. Basically, Sparta won every single game that he has ever played in when it comes to SkillzVault. He's won every single qualifier. He's won every single game when it came to the finals as well. So thing is, I don't think that there's going to be a player from Japan or Vietnam that might reach his level from what we've seen. And again, just to give you guys an idea, we're talking about someone that was let's say a previous champion in one of the strongest tournaments in one of the strongest regions in the world when it comes to PUBG Mobile. So that's always one thing that you got to be aware of. You're still talking about a previous PMSC champion, and that's always going to be huge. And we honestly saw that in every single one of his games. It was just decimation on every level. So if you ask me about Japan, I mean, I'll even tell you about Vietnam at this point. I'm still waiting to see someone that will show us the same skill level that we saw from the likes of Sporta.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I was hoping you will say that we will find somebody, and I still hoping too that we'll find someone like Sporta, maybe Sire, maybe somebody else will be on the same level, but it will be hard. It will be hard, and it is good that we started from really high level because we can see the difference. Yeah. So, Professor, how do you feel after yesterday's finals?
I think it's just a very interesting tournament format, because you go from fighting against each other then to fighting against yourselves, kind of like you are in the lobby that you don't have as much control, you can't really prep that much, you just need to play your best, right? Sometimes so you initially went from fighting against each other to basically just trying to play at your best. Like there's no taking points away from someone else, and I actually quite like it, to be fair. So that is actually my feeling like casting yesterday, and very excited to see what other regions get to offer after yesterday as well.
Okay, from yesterday finals, my favorite part of SkillzVault, so I'm waiting for the finals of Japan, Vietnam, etc, etc. Thank you guys, we'll call you later. Thank you. We'll go back to you after a while. So, when I'm alone in the studio, I'm always thinking about, earning some money. And cryptocurrencies nowadays is a good way to invest some money in crypto. So SkillzVault is our partner, and it is cryptocurrency. And this is our expert who will tell you more about SkillzVault.
SkillzVault is a cryptocurrency. It's like any other cryptocurrency there is on the market, except one difference. The difference is quite huge because in SkillzVault we allow users to reverse a transaction. It means that if you make a mistake, if you send money to the wrong address, or you just simply change your mind, you can reverse the transaction. It's quite the opposite with other cryptocurrencies, where you send the money and it's sent. It's already gone from your wallet. In our case, you have 24 hours to make a decision, to change your decision, if you want to proceed with your transaction or you want to cancel it.
All right, so you can go on SkillzVault.global to buy some cryptocurrencies, and for now we are talking about PUBG Mobile. From now only PUBG Mobile, because this is a main topic of our SkillzVault tournament, and this video show you how to play with us. Hi there, SkillzVault is finally live. There's an opportunity to find new global esports stars who had not had a chance to show themselves so far, or who are simply hiding their presence from the world. Now it is a chance for them to be on everyone's lips. If you are from Japan and your unfulfilled dream is to play alongside a star and become a professional esports player, there's only one way you can make it happen: SkillzVault. But how can you participate in it? It's very, very easy. You enter the specially prepared SkillzVault website, which you will find at the address skillzvault.gg. Then you will find the sign up tab. There you will be able to see the option to sign up for one of the 4 qualifying tournaments. Thanks to that, you will join the stars who are waiting for you in the match stage of the tournament. And which stars we are talking about? Genji Gaming is the first Japanese player with whom you can form the best duo in the fight for the global SkillzVault champion. IQ's the second Japan representative waiting for you. Remember to sign up as soon as possible. Okay, so remember that there are 4 qualifying rounds. So even if you can't sign up for the first one, we'll accept you on the second with open arms. So if you are ready to become the best, it is worth knowing how and what you will fight for. In each country, the tournament was divided into 3 stages. The first is the qualifying phase, the second is the match phase, and the third is the final. Together with the stars, you will take part in 2 of them, gaining both individual points and those that will add up to the global SkillzVault ranking. If you are the best in your country, a big share of the $6,000 prize pool in Bitcoin Vault awaits you. But that's not all. If your country turns out to be the best among all participants, you will receive a whopping $5,000 in Bitcoin Vault prize and the SkillzVault champion title, as well as eternal respect and a chance to be noticed by headhunters looking for players. If this sounds like an opportunity to you, don't waste it. Sign up now. So now you know how to play, and we are ready to go back to our casters, Sandstorm and Professor Tarzan. Guys, I want to discuss one topic because you are casters, so we are casting tournaments all over the world. Is there anyone from China, Brazil, Vietnam, or Japan, and you know this guy, and you know he is better than Sporta? And maybe you can say his nickname. This is a question for both of you.
Are we talking
Anyone?
about professional players as well? Like anyone? Does this apply to anyone?
Semi-pro.
Sammy.
Yeah, I was gonna go. I was gonna go with Paraboy, but Paraboy isn't really semi-pro. Like you have semi-pro, you have pro, and then you have God. I think that's him. When it comes to PUBG Mobile.
Okay.
Paraboy's top level,
Uh-huh.
I think.
Yeah. I
Some
mean,
of-
here's the
some-
thing.
I
Like,
can pick some friends.
him here.
You know what? I
Uh-huh.
actually
Once
have,
again?
a good answer to it because I'm going to
Uh-huh.
pick Zute, like just a friend of ours. Now, he was
ooh,
a professional player. He played at the Global Championships. He is, like, of course, as a North American player, his team. No, I shouldn't say that. That's like stereotypical. But like their team didn't do as well as we wanted them to. But he was still, a player at the Global Championships. Now he is taking a step back and doing caster. So he is semi-pro. Like he was pro, and now when it comes to his level, probably still pro. But when it comes to career decisions, he is halfway. Right? He is a caster now using his player knowledge. So Zute, I'm gonna clip this and send it to him.
You will send
I
an
mean,
invite to him?
I mean, look, is. No, I was just gonna say, like, I think, like, I definitely agree with Tarzan. Like, Zute did participate; he did play quite a lot. But I'm trying to think. I don't think I know of anyone personally that's on a semi-pro level in one of these countries. That's a thing. Like, I know players in a lot of different regions, like in a lot of other regions, but in Korea, Vietnam, Japan, I'm not so sure, honestly.
Okay. So maybe we will meet him personally in SkillzVault. Maybe he will show, hey, I'm
Hopefully.
here, I'm better. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for Japan, but also for China, waiting for China. The qualification
Oh,
starts.
China will not disappoint. I'll tell you
soon,
that for
so
free. China will not disappoint.
China will not.
When-
China will not.
when it
And I've
comes to
heard
this-
that,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
When it comes to this
Okay.
like
let's
game
go.
as well, the infrastructure is crazy for China. Like the level of infrastructure, the difference is too huge. Like right now, like China is like what you can make as well as a player is huge. Like although there's been esports changes in laws, but it's still too good. Like they've got their own stadiums or whatnot. Like the rest of the world cannot catch up at the moment. So it's that first, then Japan with the franchise, which will like really find more talents like in this coming season, which is very different to the last global championship. Blue Bees were their representative, not quite at the level yet. It will change. Southeast Asia, huge fan base, huge economy when it comes to that. Like you just get a lot more like organizations by how the fans like to be, and then that leaves like the European scene and America slightly, well, South America is slightly better, I'd say, but that is my read of the scene right now. And I think every caster who is on the official esports would agree with that.
Okay, but you know what my worries about China, because you've heard for sure about this law. If you are under 18, you can play like 3 hours per week in mobile games, in online games. So I'm a bit afraid. Maybe maybe they will not have so many time to play one than another. So Erangel, Miramar, I don't know. We'll check it out. We need to check it out. But I'm sure you've heard about it. What is your opinion on that topic? Sandstorm. I saw
honestly,
that you moved.
Oh yeah, honestly, I feel like a lot of people I think agree with me when I say that it's definitely gonna. It's definitely not helping esports grow in the country. That's for sure. Because best example I can think of, 2-3 years ago, without mentioning the name of this game, came out. A lot of people, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, and these guys were literal masters of the game within weeks and months of playing it. And this was constant grinding. You want to get good at the game, you play for 6, 8, 10 hours a day. You live and breathe the game every single day. And the fact that these opportunities are being taken away from people when literally this is the era of esports. We've seen how esports has actually grown last year and this year when everything else hasn't compared to esports. It honestly just makes me sad because I feel like it takes away some of the dreams. It takes away some of the opportunities that people have been working for tirelessly to offer it to everyone. And it's just kind of sad. And I feel like it's definitely going to hurt China on the esports level because we know how China dominates in PUBG Mobile. It dominates in so many other games as well. But after this change, that's definitely going to affect it. But it's not going to affect it right now. I'd say 3-4 years down the line, where when I guess the current players retire or start going into coaching roles or in that, a lot of the other players will not have the opportunity to practice, and they just will not have the same skill level as let's say people from Korea or Japan or Europe, where esports is just getting bigger and bigger. And of course, we can never forget that Korea was literally where esports started as a whole.
Yeah, and we need to pause on that. I think we can continue this topic because it is a lot to say about that. I remember when a few years ago, a young boy from China, 17 years old, was holding a trophy of world champion. It will be hard in a few years to see the same picture, but we are sticking to Japan qualifiers and we are ready. We are going with the first match.
All right, here we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be starting with our first match of the day. And don't forget, since this is a qualifier, we're going to have 2 matches. One in Erangel, one in Miramar. And of course, we still have one more. That's right. We still have one more qualifier next week. So you guys still have the opportunity to sign up and make sure that you have a chance to win first place in our finals, $2,500 in Bitcoin Vault. I don't know about you, but that is one hell of a prize for a couple of games on the weekends. Because, at the end of the day, like $2,500 in Bitcoin Vault, at some point, that's actually just like a month's salary, a couple weeks work. A lot. That's the amount of work that people would do to get that kind of money. It's great. So like the fact that we can do this through esports, I feel like it's still amazing, and the opportunities that SkillzVault are providing. I just think it's incredible that we're still doing this over 5 different countries.
It's actually quite insane. Like, I'm not joking when I said I will be sick so that I will play the qualifications. Hey, it's one of those things, right? Like, we'll have a chat about it like later today. But yes, it's a life-changing amount of money. Of course, like, it's in a different currency. You need to do your due diligence and whatnot. But to just come and have fun, to say the least. Like, we've got great production. It's a lobby that can really test your level. You've practiced playing in front of other people, got two casters who self-proclaim to be at the pro level in this game. No, we are placed in the position. Sorry, guys, but we do cast pro.
Are we? Wait. Are we talking professional casters or pros at the game? There's a difference.
Pros, no, casting. Okay, we've been casting pros.
If you were gonna call me a pro
okay,
at the game, I was gonna be like, I'll take it, but it's a lie. Like, I'm absolutely terrible at the game.
So that, like, but to be fair, like, we have had the pleasure, should I say it that way, to have watched enough pro players play, players who like make the living while playing the game, and they're playing at a high level, and you're having a fan base. So if you're here with us, we're very, very happy. We'd love to see your skills, and we are not like hesitant in giving you credit when it's due. So you know what, Japan, like another 2 days, including today. So waiting for the talent, not matched like against South Korea yet, I have to say. That's my honest opinion, but they can change my mind very easily.
I might just. All right, so as you guys can see, we have about 2.5 minutes before we jump into our first game of the day. Now, it is, of course, tradition at this point. Yes, it has become tradition at this point for me and Tarzan to talk about, let's say, what we might expect from the first game when it comes to the playing path, when it comes to the zone. You know, last time it didn't work out as well because we weren't too sure like which map we were jumping into, but this time we know exactly what's going to happen. So, Professor Tarzan, with that PhD of yours. Stalber, okay.
To Milter. Stalber to Milter with the circle complementing it. So it will have maybe mansion or shelter in the center face one.
Okay, mansion or shelter. All right. You know what? I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to stick with a Zarki to middle of the military base.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, it's going to be heading from the middle of military base to Zarki. I'm just changing the direction of the path of the plane. That's about it.
Okay.
Everything else, honestly, yeah, I think that should be it. All right. Well, we have about a minute between us and the first game. Honestly, I do want to see how many players we're going to have, and I do want to see who's going to be coming out on top. Are we going to be seeing someone come out with a lot of kills like we've seen the first week with Sporta, and Jordan tried to play Ella on the same level as well a couple of times in those qualifiers. He didn't get as lucky last time, and also like something that we didn't really focus on for the Japanese qualifiers is like, are we getting or are we having repeats? Like, are we having the same like some players pop up in the first and the second and the third qualifier? And are there people signing up to multiple qualifiers at the end of the day? Just make sure that you guys remember there's multiple chances for you to use. And here, ooh, you said Stalbert to mansion, prison, shelter, no?
Yeah.
Well, none of us are
got
close,
it wrong.
honestly.
You know what? Like, you got Zaki to Millie base. I don't know. Like, it's like,
yeah, no. I changed it to the direction. Yeah, but I changed the direction. If I didn't change the direction, I'd say I would have won.
Closer.
But considering it, yeah, I would have been closer. But now thinking that I changed it, no. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be jumping into the first game of the day. Here we go. Path of the plane is going to be coming out from Severny, heading over the likes of shooting range. Just make sure that the plane doesn't get shot. We have Pochinki and Gatka, which are pretty close to the plane path. A lot of opportunities there for the players. And you have Ferry Pier at the end of the line. And of course, you have the eastern coast of the Sosnovka military base. A lot of opportunities for these guys. We're seeing people going to the likes of Yasnaya, maybe a few in Pochinki, Rozhok, and School and Apartments. Might witness a couple of drops as well. I think the eastern side is going to be pretty empty. I see Ichibu being the only person going to the likes of Gatka. So he's going to have a field day with that one. And I'm seeing some names that we're kind of used to as well. You got FB, if I'm not mistaken, and Ichibu. I definitely remember saying that name because it's absolutely adorable.
Also, Okikida. I
believe so.
I said something that made you facepalm. I said it's one of those like names that you can say it with a lot of violence in your tone, as well as in an extremely cute way, and you didn't like the cute impression of it, but you know what?
No,
like,
I'm sorry. There's no. We don't do cute stuff here. We're not about that. Off stream though.
Well,
man.
we're going to find out. But PP in the hands of a player who is teleporting around, very interesting. Like he can't play on the potato. Like something's not quite right. And Grease King is running into a bar in the pool of school. And you know what? Like the name before, like that we've seen from the player, is Cantonese, or should I say just like traditional Chinese? So I can translate that. That literally translates to father blessing, or like papa blessing. So like I don't know, like it's a cry out for help. I don't know, like but you know what, like school drop, you do need a little bit of luck, right? Like especially if you drop on each other, you need the best weapon. If you run into each other early, it's going to be tricky.
I mean, would you look at that? We're seeing a PP Bison in the hands of Grease King 48, which might just be the perfect weapon for this scenario. If he can get himself an extended mag, that'll be quite a lot of bullets to actually run through. And honestly, it just helps. I feel like when you're using a weapon like that, like the, let's say the Tommy gun with 50 bullets, the PP Bison with about 58. Hopefully we can spectate 53? Him now and see if 53, is it 53 or 58? No, he dropped it, and now we'll never know.
You know what? Like I think it's 53.
53. You're right. Yeah, you're right. It's 53. My bad.
Probably don't need a mag as well, and I think that is why it's so strong. You only need a muzzle for this gun.
True.
So that is.
I think I just added the left side of the 3 and thought it was 58. that's kind of how I saw it. But fair play. 1-0 to Professor Tarzan.
Hey, you know what? It's just me being addicted to the game long enough before, right? Like Sanso's like more balanced as a person. He knows more games than I do. Like, but you know what? I know early game shotguns. It's not used enough in the mobile version, to say the least. But the first kill came down earlier. Bazour is on board. He is already there. 1 kill to him. So 30 points from kill points, if you guys don't know. And we have a bit of a point system as well. So 400 points if you win. And you know what? We may have to hold that. But we have maybe 5 points difference. Papa Blessing will find those shots. And he will actually use so many 40 rounds there to kill Grease King.
That's honestly quite a lot. Yeah, a little bit. It's like when you get the kill on someone and like they're dead, and instead of looting them, you're still shooting their like their box or whatever. Yeah, that's what I feel like happened here. But I mean, that's how strong the PP Bison is in those close range fights. And not only that, he has a PP Bison and he has an Uzi. So just in case, he still has like quite like another high rate of fire weapon. Now we're looking towards Mr. Charles MP over here. He's currently residing in Yasnaya. He's moving around. He's still looting. He still has a level 1 vest, which will definitely need a change. Zane, apparently, is just looting up a little bit. Yeah, he's not. Okay, I thought that the player Kikuchi, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, is he actually close enough? Yeah, he is. And he's whipping out the S12K, and he's got to go for the push here. He sees him. He knows exactly where he is. He will be able to not do anything about it right now. He's just going to pop a quick energy drink. But I think the advantage is in the hands of Kikuchi until I found out that he has no helmet. This is going to be quite a problem for him. And he has an SKS and a BSS. But I think Zane's going to be able to spot him out. Kikuchi, you know exactly where he is. You see him whip out that S12. Whip out something and shoot him with it. But there's not... Okay. I don't know if he can see him or not. I honestly don't know if he can see him or not. I'm not too sure.
Swap the gun.
Swap to the gun. Do it. Do it. I feel like I'm normal Kermit and you're just evil Kermit. It's like, or Dark Side's Kermit. It's like just use the SKS and kill him, and you're like, switch to the VSS. Kill him with the VSS. You know, shoot him in the head.
Like literally.
That's what I feel like is happening.
That I have.
I know.
The voice that I have in my head all the time. And then you know what I do with it? I would do what Kikuchi might be doing, right? Like I walk out of, the range of which you can hear it. I want to go into stealth range of the VSS and then kill someone, and it just feels so good. Like the person would be like, "That's it." Like all these like pea shooting sound like coming in for a split second, and I'm dead. and I have no Bitcoin vaults. That's it. Well, the answer is yes and no, right? Like, it can be the case if you die like that next week, but you've got another week, guys. So do sign up, and we will maybe see you in the final. So this is 3 out of your 4. Yes, Sandstorm. So like, we are still waiting to crown the kings of the Japan region. But you can see Zane here. Actually, the movement's a lot smoother from this player, and I think part of the reasons why he couldn't get more earlier was like lack of loadout. The S12K is actually, don't get me wrong, decently strong with a duck bill in that mid-range, but you know what? Not easy at this range. So Kukuchit can still take it, and still toying with the idea of this SKS. And you know what? SKS VSS actually not the worst idea. I've like trained players before who are decent at the DMR but don't want to over rely on an AR and then just carry double DMRs or double snipers. So Kukuchit may be showing us how to do that.
Might be just that. Nothing has happened between him and Zane so far, even though he did have a great line of sight on him. But not too sure why he decided not to go for it. Maybe he just wanted to guarantee it, although Zane is now making a little bit of a move. He's in the same position he was in before on the wall, but now he's out in the open. Where are you looking? Kikuchi, he's right there! Okay, all right.
Oh,
Zane's moving closer and closer. He's whipping out the AK, and honestly, Kikuchi had quite a lot of attempts. He had a lot of options. He had a lot of opportunities to easily get the kill on Zane, but Zane with that AK just walking up close. He's like, are you not going to shoot me? All right, then. I guess you're mine. And that is going to be another 30 points going for him. Meanwhile, Winks, he has a 2-time scope. He's got a Car9, and he's setting his sights onto Zane at the moment.
You know what, like, just based on how Zane moves, once again, we're back to the game of, you know, back into my laboratory, right? The assessment of a player based on the smallest things. He was doing these quick movements during the looting phase. He did a pretty quick peek and shoot. He kept his camera, he kept looking around when he was looting, and he went prone. I think that itself might be enough from what we've seen so far to place Zane possibly in top 3. Okay, it depends on whether we see another player though, like of the similar level when it comes to these basics, but that is me calling it. He will make it to top 3. It is a bet because I haven't gotten enough data, but I love what he's done so far.
Definitely agree with you there, but what? Okay, 1 second. Prince says, okay, I'm not even gonna try that. I'm not even sure what he's trying. Bro, no,
DBS?
no, just no. It's not gonna work. It's not. You're talking about a 2-time scope on a freaking DBS, dude. That's not gonna work. What you mean? What is he doing?
Have you tried a 6 times, like not dialed in on a DBS? Like, it would be, I don't know whether it's painful or fun to watch. Like, it's actually very interesting, but you can see, oh my god, parkour right here.
Yeah, wait a minute. Is Skylo gonna get the kill with the DBS is my question. DBS versus the PP Bison here. But it is a level 3 helmet, so you're gonna have to get really up close and personal with that DBS if you want to get a headshot and you want to get a kill.
You know what? Small bits of lag here, like, happens when we do these, but you know what? Like, that might be just the fight that we're looking for. Okay, Skylo boy, I get it. We've seen some crazy Revolver 1897 plays, you know, recently, but rocking the double shotgun and the pistol and slowly entering, you know, like special forces. I feel like that's what people do in CSGO, though. Like, just crouching, like, slowly walking in. That's what he's doing. But on this hand, we are extremely ready with PP Bison and already in place. And to be fair, it's not the best position. Third person peek, like, can easily get, you know, someone can really line up their shots before coming up because they can see you, but Wings also in the area. You know what? I love this so far. I like a populated school and apartments Rosal area because it has constant third-party threat, and for those who know it, who are aware of it, should come out on top. And I think that is a much, like, well-deserved way, you know, to eliminate a lot of your enemies.
Another way is to just shoot them. Or,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
run them over, throw a pan at them, lob a Molotov, yeet a grenade next to them. You can also just smack them with a pan. You can either just yeet the pan or smack them with it. But Winx is going to be eating a lot of 7.62 with that DP! And he will manage to get the kill onto Skylo Boy. Very well played by him. The fact that it's just the third party element. That's the thing. And now he might be able to get the second kill. He manages to get that control with the DB. Or the DP.
I love the DP.
Rather. It's a
I
good
love it.
weapon. It's a good weapon.
Very, very OP. Like, competitive meta is so strong right now. And we spoke about Paraboy. He was the one who started using it in, like, menu burst mode, like the 2-3 bullets to make sure that you have a high, you know, accuracy. Like, that was so good. But Winx here definitely showing a little bit of skill as well, and you can see from the long range. And you know what, Bazur might be another one to watch. Second time popping up on the kill feed, 2 kills on board, 60 points for that player so far. So let's find out whether he's done it in a good fashion, because like getting points is one thing, how you get them is more important.
Let's see how Winx will be able to play around this. He is going to be just rotating with the car on the complete opposite side. He's just driving around to see, I think, if the player moved or tried to retreat or anything like that. Made sure he didn't escape. It's like a shark circling around his prey. Before, well, sharks don't pounce, but I mean, they almost fly out of the water just for a second or two. Sharks are just, you know, fantastic
Sharks are
creatures.
cool. Yes,
Yeah, but yeah,
until
just-
you
just
swim
keep
next
that-
to
just-
one.
No, I don't need. You know that even I swear to God, even when I go swim in a pool, I feel like a shark is gonna come out of nowhere and kill me. In a pool, dude. I don't know. I'm just that bad. Let's see, because Winx is finally gonna be peeking here. He's gonna try and go for that fight, but I think Zayn might be coming for the third party. Still hearing those fights, and don't forget he was close to this area. A lot of players actually dropped near this area, and they also dropped to towards the likes of school and apartments. So they're pretty close. Not close enough to just instantly enter this fight. You can see south side of the minimap on the road. He is coming. Zayn is coming for this third party once again. He wants to get himself a couple more kills. Let's see. Will Winx pick him up, or is Zayn gonna be able to get an easy double?
With what Winx shown so far, he has the ability to maybe have a good car spray with hip fire, and he actually just hits his quick 180. That was good. I was completely wrong. Winx is better. Or should I say Zayn, he still showed potential, but he was too cocky rotating around this. Like we always love saying, like, you need to properly scout, you need to scout or move in a way that gives you a way out. And Winx, you know what? He's taken over. He or she's taken over this spot. So Zayn's spot has been taken away, and you know what? Car sprays under pressure is not easy, right? So Winx is showing some potential as well. Not quite at the level of Sporter yet, I have to say. Like, I think Sporter would just make it even quicker, you know, and maybe not like just reacting to the audio cues even earlier would probably be my guess. But right here, the player's been, you know, waiting for time to strike. Like, it's been just in the same spot for the past 3 minutes. Winx haven't properly, you know, pulling the trigger yet, just trying to circle around and got rewarded with 1 kill. So I think that will still continue, but Bazur would be another one to watch, and he is maybe coming in for this airdrop. And to be fair, like we talked about it yesterday, Sandstorm, airdrops are great. Like, not for you to get sometimes, but sometimes to be close enough would grant you some kills. But AWM with 8 times, man, we do love.
I mean, if you're looking for a way to win the game, that right there is the way. An AWM with an 8 times in the drop is just absolutely ridiculous. I don't think you actually, you know, get a lot of drops with the and the scope. Sometimes you get the AWM on its own, you don't like, or maybe there's a random 4-time scope in there, but like rarely would you see like an 8 times and the sniper both being there. And look at this. Bazur was able to get to the drop. Mouse Sum is a little bit delayed, so he wasn't able to get it. But now that it's an AWM, a headshot with this, especially with an extended mag, ooh, baby. I'm just waiting for him to take that first shot.
Waiting. Seems like he's got cool clothes.
I don't know if he wants to
Maybe.
take it though. Like, would you want to reveal that you have an AWM in this stage of the game, or would you wait until like the last couple of kills and then terrify absolutely anyone and everyone?
I think that the key thing though, like, it's not about the stage of the game. Like, in my opinion, it would be about whether this is like his escape strategy is sufficient. Right? If he opens shots and then he will get damaged, like leaving this rock easily, and if his vehicle's not close by, that could be an issue. Right, like you don't want to open fire when you don't have enough ways to get out. So if his car's behind, all good, land the shots, do some damage, like, and then rotate when someone needs to heal. And you can see the mechanics also coming through. Like, I think that, okay, you know what? Top 3. I'm sorry I failed the first time with Bazur. Small things. Mid-air 180 to check what's behind. Not everyone does that. Like, so quick rotations coming through, good zigzag, going into cover. Very aware of, how flanks...
Oh, no!
Oh, so good.
No!
The new sound.
No, bro. No, why? Oh, you see, and that right there is why we tell you that when you're playing as a solo, if you're around someone who is in a drop, do not peek, because there's always a risk of an AWM being there, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Especially if it's a headshot, that's just instantly gonna cleave your head off. That's exactly what happened. Very well played from Winx. He got himself a second kill. Now he's on to, or rather, I am Buzur. He got himself his first kill of the game, I believe. So yeah, third. Okay, well, look, it doesn't matter. He's still racking up points. He's still getting kills. But now we're going to be seeing if Winx is going to be getting his third or Buzur is going to be getting his fourth. They're both going to get out of the cars. Actually, wait. Buzur takes the first step. He's going to be forced to move, but it looks like Winx will be able to go around the Wizard Tower. He's going to have a little bit of extra cover. He might actually have an advantage here, seeing as Buzur's still going to be driving. And at this close range, I highly doubt he's going to be using his AWM. He's still putting a little bit of distance between him and his challenger, but now he's getting a little bit too close. I'm not sure what in the world is going on. He's even honking. He's like, come at me, bro. 1v1. 1v1. Come on now.
There's a small server lag. I mean, it happens. Like, when I play as well, like, it happens quite a bit. So, unfortunate so far, but you can see both players having the mechanics to do something not everyone can, right? They are driving, but they constantly keep their eyes and the camera angle onto where the enemies could be. And if you played this game before, you would know that in the earlier days, even like for me, like for many months, I just kind of look at what's in front of me. And so to be able to drive and be able to drive smoothly whilst keeping an eye onto your enemy, it's not easy to track them. You can see Bazur almost messed up his car. Maybe small glitch there, but we will have that circle going over to farm. And farm, man, Sandstorm, very punishing, right? Like we cast like farm all the time, and it's about finding those hard covers and then know how to maneuver through it. Like there's different levels of them. Some of them have relative high ground, some of them dipping lower down like here. And then Wick's probably just getting tracked down and trailed. Bazur will get the 6 times with that M4. Not quite there yet. Winx will get out, will actually reposition. So Bazur will be losing a little of tempo right here. Going on foot is, after all, a little bit too slow, but those grounds are extremely open. Maybe Winx can be chased down still. But, Princess, how you doing? Nice outfit. A little bit far from the zone, though. Stuck between the blue and the red in your pink with no car. That is not good news.
That's pretty unlucky. But, I mean, also, you rarely see... I don't think I've actually ever seen a red zone kill someone in a tournament game before. Ever. I'm still waiting for the chance. I'm still waiting for that to actually happen.
Well, you missed out on a good story yesterday. When I played scrims, yeah, like back in the day, there were one time, getting knocked by the red zone is like unlucky enough. To be finished by the red zone is also unlucky, but I got finished by the next bomb. You know how they rained down maybe 30? I got knocked by the first one. The next sound of the bomb that I heard killed me in the scrim. And that it's not a tournament, so I know we're not there yet, but things like that can happen as we see Princess falls at 7th position. just need to move
Yeah.
a bit quicker, my lady. And you know what? It could be a
That's
dude. Like, it could be a dude. I think it would be a.
you think you're getting baited?
I
I
mean,
believe so.
catfished all the time.
I mean, I
In-
honestly, nah, we're not sure. I'm just gonna go with they. It makes it easier. But look, I mean, look, I think Xena got another kill with the DP. I'm not sure if Ukikira is aware of FB being here. FB's waiting until there's no possibility for a clumper. Whips out the Mac 10, and that's gonna be it. Or rather, the Uzi. And you know how dangerous that can be in those close range fights. Just absolutely shreds him. Gets himself some extra loot.
Man.
Now he's actually changing to the Scar from the M7. Honestly, I agree with that a little bit. I feel like the recoil control on the Scar is a lot better. But if you can control the M7, 1, you're a beast. 2, Jesus, you're going to be able to get quite a lot of damage in those kill with that weapon, rather. And now that he has the kill, he also has a buggy. He's 500 meters away from the zone, but it's not going to affect him that much because he should be able to enter without any issues whatsoever. Meanwhile, we move to I Am Bazur, who is currently the holder of the AWM. Definitely want to see what he's going to be able to do with that, or rather for the rest of the game. Will he be able to get a couple more kills, or are we going to be seeing a surprise finish with this game?
And you know what? Like, FB here is just ever so cheeky. It's like you have a plan that can rarely work, but he would bet on it to feel good. He has this buggy here, and he's waiting next to whoever's trying to come and get the buggy. He killed one guy using that tactic, and he is betting on having it, succeed for the second time. That is quite crazy. It's like, he's not crazy. He's definitely not insane, because we know the definition of insane delivered to us by Testry means doing the same thing and expecting a different result. No, he's expecting the same result, so he is not insane. But I don't know anymore. I run out of vocabularies, guys. But FB here, definitely seen him again and again. Not easy, because I Am Bazaar is in the area. You can see in his small maneuvers, right? Like the first attempt to climb up to the door, then to jump up to the roof, like those things. Okay, like even back in the day when I play this a lot, I didn't get it, done the first time round. Like sometimes it takes a second or third attempt. So for him to make it basically through the first time was pretty crazy, as we saw that on the screen earlier, and take a very good compound in farm as well. So at least 2 players in here. Wings have yeeted out a little bit, but Papa Blessing is what you need. If that is your name, would that be your fate? The answer is no. That is a double headshot from... We can hear it. That is what I love about this 1.6 update. You can hear very clearly that he's landed those headshots. The third one,
and
that
also it was great
today,
spray control. No,
exactly, it's brilliant. Like it's also easier when you can line it up, like when someone's driving to you like that. But to land 2 headshots within that, that, how shall I say, like damage per second, like that was very good. And you can hear the AWM as well. Wings will need to get himself out.
Is he? Are you kidding me? Is he trying to do 360s with the AWM? I thought for a second that he was just doing 360 and then shooting randomly with the AWM. But now that we have 2 players left standing in front of Bazaar, 3 total, of course, and now he has 4 kills, so he's starting to get a decent start here in the first game of the day. 120 points already. He's top 3, so he has an opportunity to get even more. And now he's setting his sights on the last 2 players and the sky. He's challenging anything and everything in between.
Like for him to swap between TPP and FPP makes me miss playing this game more, because I am a bigger fan of the FPP mode. And man, like he's just chilling. Like he knows the limits of that roof, and Wings is also decent. Like we've seen how he can like track enemies like with his crosshairs. So now that he's slowly crawling, using the third person peek, using the ridge line to get into position, he can spoil the chance of Bazaar. Of course, we've got 2 games. So like if he learned his lesson to not just look at the sky, like when he can get a chicken dinner, maybe Bazaar will come back even stronger. But I think both players very decent, and FB definitely the cheeky one here. But you know what? Like cheeky may not explain all of that. he is, but he is definitely one who has perseverance. Right, we've seen him. Is this the 4th time or 5th time that we've seen him? And wow, interesting. Molly onto himself maybe is what Bazoo is doing. He's getting bored now.
Let's see. He took quite a lot of damage. He should actually pop a med. Yeah, that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna pop a med kit. Meanwhile, Winx waiting in the wings for his time to shine, for the chance for him to steal. I like that, yeah. FB still chilling on the opposite side. So we got I think we basically have a Mexican standoff right now between the 3 players.
I think it's tricky later on, right? Oh, someone shot, and audio cues are now given to all the other players, and you can see Wing still needs to get into zone. He's got some time to kill though, so issue would be escape paths, right? Like he may just need to run straight at Bazoo, like at this compound. He doesn't seem to have a vehicle either, so that's a tricky thing, and Bazoo definitely showing off and just practicing at this point. And Sandstorm's heart is bleeding. I know that already. Like he loved
A little bit.
The value of each round of AWM ammo, right? The Magnum is what it's called, I think. God, now I want ice cream. What am I doing to myself, man? But you know what? Like this end game is bound to be a little bit slower by the looks of it.
Yeah, I mean, with these 3 players, they want to play a little bit safely, and except Bazur. Bazur's just been challenging everyone by shooting the AWM, and maybe it's also to bait something. So here's something that you could do, right? It's gonna be difficult as a solo, but what you could do is like maybe shoot your sniper, change your M4, and then start shooting again. Throw a nade, and then maybe like one of the other 2 players will think, "Hey, there's a fight going on. I need to push." And then they push, and the bait is set, the trap is sprung, and then one of the players gets taken out. Like that's something that you could do. I've seen it being done in some other games. Obviously, it's easier when you're a duo or when you're a squad, because then you can just have like 3 people shooting, 1 person throwing like smokes and nades and anything like that to kind of distract people. And it sometimes really does work. It sometimes really does bait people out and forces them to move. And then you just get a chance to get a free kill or 2. Now but I don't think anyone's falling for it this time around. And just shooting with an AWM, you're not really you are challenging people, but no way in hell is anyone actually gonna accept that challenge. But now he's just wait a minute, he's jumping out in the open, and FB might actually have been spotted. He takes a little bit of damage, but not enough to get taken down. Winx might be able to spot out Bazur as well, and come in with that 3rd-party element, but now FB's gonna get spotted out. 1 more shot will do it, and that is gonna be the 5th kill. Now it's down to a 1v1. Winx already has a couple of shots. He does a decent bit of damage, but there will be cover provided for Bazur by that wall. Now he has an opportunity to heal up real quick while Winx is trying to push up. I think he actually canceled the heal. He might be peeking here. Why are you changing to 1st person? No, go back to 3rd. Go back to 3rd so you can see him, bro. That's not how you're supposed to do that. Okay, he's just shooting in frustration. He's not even finishing the heal. Winx. This may be an opportunity for him, because Bazur, I feel like he's gone haywire. A couple of wires knocked loose by that last fight, maybe. I'm not too sure. He's still not healing. He's a little bit by those ticks coming out from the energy drink and the painkillers, but nothing popping from a bandage or a first aid or a med kit or anything like that. I think now he's finally going to go for that. Meanwhile, Winx, maybe expecting that the other player has decided to reposition themselves, because whenever you get into a firefight with someone, especially if you're like, or if you go for a couple of shots and then you force them to get into cover, you instantly have to reposition yourself. You can't stay in the same location. You have to capitalize on that. And look at that. Bazur still thinks that Winx is on his right. Meanwhile, he's coming up slowly, and he would be able to use that tree for cover. And so considering there's a lot of ground to kind of scout out for Bazur, it's not going to be that easy for him to find out exactly where Winx is. But Winx is slowly but surely moving to that side. Bazur is constantly jumping. We're going to see a nade come out. If it doesn't get the kill, it will reveal the location. Maybe. We see a couple of nades also and smokes being thrown by Bazur in multiple directions, which shows that he has absolutely no clue as to where Winx is. But this nade is just not coming close enough. That wall is providing exactly the cover that he needs. And Bazur's still unaware of where exactly that last player is. But he won't be anywhere for that much longer. 15 seconds on the clock, and that zone's going to start to move. Bazoor is still trying to shoot somewhere, trying to bait out something from Winx, and Winx is just not having it whatsoever right now, Tarzan. And the zone is going to start to close in. Who do you think is going to get it, though, quickly before the game ends?
Bazoor.
You think Bazoor has this?
He had... Yeah, he had that moment that looks like mum walked into the room, right, or dad, like a family. But Winx was good when it comes to positioning a little bit. But hey, it's time to do more of that. What is he doing? Please, no! He's dying in the zone, and that is him giving it away, man. It happens. I don't know, server lag. Mum again, like grandma walks into the room. Like mum called, right? All these things that could be happening.
I can't pause the game, Mom. That's basically what happened. I think that it looks like that's kind of what happened, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, like, and you know what? Like, I think the thing that we can deduce from that game, though, was that Japan are slowly matching when it comes to the level of talent. Like, we see at least 2 to 3 players that game that could win any qualifier, like as per the level that we've seen so far. Maybe not the one that Sporter is in, but they can challenge that. Like, they are at that level that can very quickly capitalize on someone's mistakes, like based on their spray control, based on the ideas of repositioning when they get a window. So all those things are, we're on the right track, and I think we are excited to see Miramar. But so far, of course, with it 20 extra placement points by winning that one for Bazoor, and 2 extra kills as well, like 5 kills I believe is what he got. He is on a great path to maybe qualifying for the finals.
That he is indeed. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the first game. We are going to be taking a very short break, and hopefully we'll be back very quickly with Testry and then our second and final game of the day. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back.
皆さんこんにちは、源氏です。今回 PUBG モバイルの海外イベントスキルズバールトという大きなイベントに僕は参加しているんですが、世界中の e スポーツの選手が、この大会に集まり、盛り上げていこうというイベントなんですが、たくさんの人に見てもらいたいので、よければ、e スポーツに PUBG モバイルを楽しんでいて e スポーツに興味がない人でも、よかったら、一緒に見て盛り上げてもらえたらなと思っています。よかったらスキルズバールトをご覧ください。
Cryptocurrencies, it's like a virtual money. You can store it, you can spend it, transfer it, you can store it for short term or long term, like an investment. But overall speaking, it's like a virtual money. You can use it to buy things either online or offline. The only difference is that cryptocurrencies are quite new compared to fiat money. Virtual cryptocurrency wallets allow users to store crypto, to store different kind of coins or tokens in like a virtual wallet. It's the same as your traditional wallet. You can have euro, dollars, Korean wons, whatever. In a crypto wallet, you have the same, but you store cryptocurrencies online or offline in your virtual wallet. It is possible to change crypto into fiat money, into traditional money. It is possible through an exchange, a crypto exchange, which accepts both crypto assets and fiat money. Like, for example, you can change from Bitcoin Vault to Korean won or Japanese yen. It's possible. You just need to have an account on a crypto exchange. Mining of cryptocurrencies, it's a big topic. There are crypto that you can mine, or there are cryptos that you can stake to earn more crypto. So, for example, Bitcoin or Bitcoin Vault are cryptocurrencies that allows mining. So you can connect your device, like your computer, and your computational power can be used to mine cryptocurrencies. Right now, it's quite difficult to mine bigger cryptos, like Bitcoin, for example. You need a lot of computational power to be able to mine even one Bitcoin. With Bitcoin Vault, it's much easier. Bitcoin Vault is the only cryptocurrency on the market that allows reversible transactions. It is possible through a unique set of private and public keys. We use those to allow users to perform different kind of transactions. So, for example, if you are sending crypto from one address to another, you are using a combination of one of the three keys. If you change your mind in the process and you want to cancel and reverse this transaction, you are using a different private key. So our free key security structure is a concept of managing three private keys that are a common tool in crypto, where you can use different keys to perform different kind of transactions, and at the end you can either reverse it or speed it up.
All right, we are coming back to the studio after the first game. Soon will be another one, but before that, let's talk to our casters. Guys, I'm a little bit disappointed with the ending because, you know, both players were playing a very good match. They know what they were doing, but what happened to Wings? What happened? I don't know. In this situation, you know, 1v1, there is a battle, the zone. Oh my god, that's a shame.
The only thing that I can think of that would be positive for Winks is maybe he didn't believe that he could win that game, and he didn't want to give the opportunity to his for his opponent to get an extra 30 points. So maybe he committed. He just decided to die outside in the blue zone, just so in the next game he'll make up for it. He'll get a couple more kills, he'll get the win, and then maybe that one kill will actually be the difference. That's the only thing that I can see. Other than that, definitely a huge mistake if that wasn't the plan for Winks. Because even if that was the plan, I still think that, you know, he would have had an opportunity. The fact that he was able to come over on the right flank and not have any nades thrown at him, or like his location still wasn't known. The fact that he just kept it unknown for the opposing side, I'm not too sure what the plan there was, but this ain't it, Chief.
Actually, I think we need to ask Winks himself to know the truth. I thought that there was a connection problem or something like this, or something happened, because I don't know. I don't believe he took a nap when he was laying down in the grass. But actually, it is good that it happened right now in the first game, because when on Miramar, you know, you are going in to the finals, or you are losing, laying in the ground, and you are defeated by the zone. So it wasn't so bad. But talking about details, Professor, I would like to ask you, please tell me about pros and cons of I am Basura position at the end, because he was standing on the roof for about 5 minutes. Please tell me about pros and cons of that position. Okay, I can see that you can see everyone, but you also can be seen by anyone, yeah? What more?
No, I think you said the pros there, like for sure, which was the elevation, right? Like you can assess, not only find people to kill, like whilst there, but even if he can't find it then, he can see certain movements happening and he can prepare to find a next spot for himself. That would be the pros. And when it comes to the cons, I'd say, of course, like you mentioned, he can get shot by someone, but he's protected from one side, so that is kind of the strength of that spot as well. But for the given circle, his back is still quite exposed to what seems to be the huge side until the next shift. So like the next shift came in and then he happened to be on the edge. So that means it's become a stronger position because that potential threat from behind him has gone down.
Okay, thank you. My last word, I hope Wings will be in the next lobby. I want to see that 1v1 situation once again, but with different ending. Thank you so much, guys. We have to go on a quick break and we will go back right after. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon.
A huge amount of time spent on developing a new security standard in crypto has paid off. In November 2020, the Bitcoin Vault 3-key security solution was launched on mainnet. Therefore, Bitcoin Vault has delivered on its promise to become a cryptocurrency allowing reversible transactions. It is time to move forward. In the coming years, the team behind Bitcoin Vault will focus on 6 work streams. Number 1, development. Our main goal here will be to become a part of a decentralized application ecosystem revolving around Ethereum 2.0. That's why we want to create a wrapped version of Bitcoin Vault by the end of 2021. Number 2, security. We have our own team of blockchain security experts who audit the code on a regular basis. It's better to be safe than sorry. That's why we stay ahead of dangers and potential loopholes or bugs in the system. We will work with external partners to apply any fixes necessary, perform penetration tests, and at some point work with community and white hats on blockchain security. Number 3, user experience. Bitcoin Vault apps will continue to improve. In the coming years, we will focus on collecting user feedback and applying it to redesign our products to make them user-friendly, convenient, and fresh. Number 4, products. Along with IT development, we are strongly focusing on market adoption with new products in the pipeline. In 2021, we want to launch staking products with our partner support and connect the Bitcoin Vault ecosystem to fiat currencies. Number 5, marketing. Awareness. This will be our marketing and communication focus for the next few years. Despite years of rapid development, only a small percentage of people around the world use crypto. It's time for a change. And last but not least, number 6, quantum computing. The final work stream is more long-term. We are looking at quantum computing concepts with a lot of expectations. What would that mean for blockchain and distributed ledger technology? We will partner with public institutions and private businesses to find a new role for blockchain projects supporting emerging technologies. We cannot predict the future, but we can shape it. Join us. Find out more by visiting our website at btcv.com. Hello BTCV enthusiasts! In this video, you will find instructions on how to set up Gold Wallet on your mobile device, as well as how to create a 3-key Vault wallet. Before we start, you need to download and install Gold Wallet app. You can get it on Play Store for Android devices and on App Store for iOS devices. You will also need a second device. It can be another phone, tablet, or a computer. How to set up Gold Wallet. To start the onboarding process, open the Gold Wallet app and follow the instructions in this video. Set up a 4-digit PIN you will use to log in. Now re-enter the PIN to confirm it. Create a strong transaction password that you will use to confirm all transactions and tap Save. Now re-enter the password to confirm it and tap Save. You're all set. Tap Go to Dashboard to start using the Gold Wallet. How to create a 3-key Vault wallet. Tap Wallets in the menu at the bottom of the screen. Tap the plus icon on the top right corner of the screen. Choose a name for your wallet. Select a 3-key Vault wallet from the list. Tap Add New Wallet. Now you need to generate and add your fast transaction key. Go to keygenerator.bitcoinvault.global on a separate device. When you're ready, tap Scan on the Gold Wallet mobile app. On the Key Generator website, you will see a PDF document which contains your public key and private key. Use your mobile device to scan the public key QR code. Next, click Export as PDF and save this document as a cancel transaction key. Now click Generate New Key to generate cancel transaction key and stay on the website. Tap Scan on the Gold Wallet mobile app. Use your mobile device to scan the public key QR code. Next, click Export as PDF and save this document as a fast transaction key. Wait for your wallet to be ready. It might take a while, so be patient. Now you will see a 12-word seed phrase. Write it down in the same order as it appears on the screen and store it in a safe place. Then tap OK, I wrote this down to go back to the main screen. Your wallet is now ready to use. Thank you for watching.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the second game. We should be starting very, very shortly, and we are going to be jumping into sunny Miramar. And since it's sunny, I believe I need a quick change, if you guys don't mind, just 1 second, in order for me to better prepare myself. There we go. All right, now I'm feeling ready. We are going to be jumping into Miramar shortly, and of course, tradition continues. Professor Tarzan, Plain Path.
Yes.
What you got?
Whew. Man. Let's go for something less harsh, I would say. Oasis, so middle of the northern part, to Puerto Paraiso. How about that? So top,
Okay.
middle of the top to bottom right. Okay, and center zone. So we're talking about Saint Martin Plateau. Power grid for phase 1.
Okay, I'm thinking maybe the likes of, I want to say Campo Militar to prison.
Ooh,
If only I switched the direction. If only I switched the direction again. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is irrelevant. It doesn't matter because we are in the second and final game of the day. We have Winx, we have Scarlet Boy, Zane is still here, FB is back. basically everyone from the first game that got themselves a decent amount of points. Kenji6766 as well. I'm not sure if that name showed up with us before, but make sure, ladies and gentlemen, that you come out with the most kills and get yourselves that chicken dinner if you want to qualify and be, I believe, the third person to join us for the Japanese finals.
Wow, like Bazoa actually isn't in here. I am disappointed. Like, that is pretty crazy, but like now that's the case, Wings should be up top. And I can't complain because I can see the potential being there, like lining up shots, like small, like rotations, a prompt rotation when under pressure and all that stuff. Maybe Wings would just be no longer sitting in the wings. Like, main stage is his or hers right now, but Bazoa, hopefully we'll see him back because that's definitely a player with potential. But you know what I like? A hot drop in Picardo, baby. Like, I haven't seen that in a while, and it seems like there's at least 3 or 4 players doing that.
No.
Princess!
No, why aren't you running him over? Wait, there's a car.
I mean, just couldn't see him. Couldn't see her. Catfish. I know you're him. Haha. No, you know what?
I mean, look, it's
Really,
just easier. It's just easier if we stuck with they. It's safe,
Exactly.
and they is just easier. So let's see if Princessina Dai will be able to get the kill, or will they get taken out? Paul, I'm just gonna go with Paul for now. Is close enough. I'm not sure if he's actually looted or not, but we'll find out who from these two will come out on top and get themselves the first 30 points. Kenji with that similar outfit that we've seen previously. I like it. But at the moment, you know, first couple of moments of the game, you'd want to be looting. But we see 3 people as well here. We have Mausam, Kukuchi, and Kenji. We're all next to each other. And also behind Kenji is yet another player. So I think if one fight starts off here, we're going to be seeing quite a lot of fights in the first couple of minutes of this game.
Wow, Kenji is ambitious, to say the least. To third party and come in on foot into Picardo with a shotgun in your hand. Well, like, unless you're the best player that I've seen, like, that pump can't make a lot of work done. But he's eventually coming in, but, you know, into these looted areas already, like open doors in that 2-story blue. So Kukuchi can slowly maneuver himself through. Like, if he happened to stay still, like, he will be able to grab some footsteps, to say the least.
Kukuchi, he's hearing.
You heard him?
A few things, yeah, he's hearing a few things here and there. And the thing is, if you start shooting against Kenji here, you're instantly going to reveal your location, not only to the other person in the city, but also because there's someone on the outskirts as well. So, see, Kenji is still constantly moving. He's still, like, there's still quite a lot of audio cues there. Even, I believe, Kukuchi moving inside the apartment, but he's moving very, very slowly. Let's see.
Scary. Shotgun versus shotgun.
Yeah, it's basically whoever gets the first pump. But Kenji, he's very aware that someone's up there. I'm loving the fact that he already has the shotgun set up or the crosshair set up in the right location. Not able to get that first pump there, but Kenji? No. Slowly thinking he doesn't even want to go up, but Kukuchi might actually just come up from behind him and surprise him here with the shotgun. You need to get a little bit closer if you want to get the kill, though. I'm loving how Kenji's using the door, but he's going to take the fight to him. Shotgun v shotgun. They're both whipping, and all you need is just one shot, and Kenji gets his pellets and gets the kill.
Wow. I was doubting him as well. You know, coming in from that far western side. You know what? It makes sense. Like, it's just a little bit scary. Like, if someone picks up your footstep a little bit earlier, just a little bit, you know, they can spray you down. But you know, if you allow someone to come close because you didn't use the advantage of your compound, then you just kind of deserve that, right? So Kenji, well done. Probably the first kill of the game, if not the second. So Picardo, I thought we're having some hot drops, right? I've seen maybe 4, 5 players going towards that area. It end up it's just Mausam in here. And but now Kenji also in town after taking out a fellow Picardo lover. And level 3 backpack, barrel. So 2 weapons that are great in close range. We've got shotgun, we've got this. And you know what? you didn't have enough time to make a guess for the circle. But I got this wrong because it's not center at all. Like, there's definitely a southern circle, and I think it's going to be quite interesting for likes of Wings, because we put some hope behind the back from that game, like from those DP shots to challenge Bazua. I think they showed some potential, but with some rotations to make, phase one shouldn't be a problem, though. It's not going to be that painful, phase one, Blue.
Well, and we have that third person we were talking about before. We mentioned that if the fight started off here, it's going to alert Grease King as well, and that's exactly what it did. Kenji is on the hunt for Mao Sum, who not even aware of what's going on in his own house. He's focusing too much on the outside. Let's see what he's going to be able to do here. He finally starts focusing on the inside of the apartment, but the problem is he's using it 4 times in these close range fights, so it might get quite confusing at times when he's going to be scoping in. But now they're literally just there's just a floor standing in between them at this point. Grease King not even aware of what's going on, but he should be getting closer and closer. Kenji dropping down a floor, so he might actually be on the same floor now. As you know, Mao's the one that needs to drop a floor in order to get on the same level. Grease is just in another building at the moment as well, so this fight is still going to take a couple of moments. I don't think it's going to be starting off, considering the fact that I think they're all in the zone as far as I'm aware of right now. So that means that none of them are really forced to move. None of them are really in a hurry. But let's see if they actually manage to just run into each other.
Yeah, we've seen these before, right? Like, these big reds can literally take so long for fights to get wrapped up. It's because of this multi-level. It's not just the levels. You can use the roof. There's so many balconies, and it's so hard to find each other until you make it to those openings, right? So even in pro play, like, it's a very tricky area to play off, and heavily rewards those who have better ears, right? We talk about audio cues. We talk about being so good in it that you can literally hear which floor. And I actually watched videos before, like for especially military base, that you can tell the difference between roof, first floor, and bottom floor. I think someone should do one for these big reds, because some of these teams or players really could use that sort of info, but may not have the best headset. Of course, if you have some prize money through this event, it's time for an upgrade. So wow, we can see 1221, welcome back. We've seen him before, and now coming in style, flying past, and you know what, 3 kills if you can find the best spot in Picado.
Picado. Kenji moved from Mausum's building, and now he's in Grease King's building, but I believe Grease King's just dropping floor by floor. He's going to be running into Kenji anytime now, and hello? Okay, so they're just going to be staring at each other for a little bit, and Grease King just unloads. And he finally gets the kill onto Kenji. That took a while, but look, there's another player jumping into Picado. Is everyone, like, what is this? Is there a team meeting or something? Am I missing something? No, come back. Why are you leaving? Okay.
He's baiting. He's trying to see if someone else is going to shoot. The Grease King got the barrel, and maybe Kenji should stick with the shotgun, because that was a little bit embarrassing. He used up all his mojo for that first fight.
Well, Mausum had the opportunity, I think, to take a couple of shots, but decided not to. Let's see how this game, only 10 minutes have passed so far. Looks like the player's going to be making their way back as well. Okay. So things are just going to be chilling for now. Grease King still needs to heal himself. Needs to heal himself and get himself ready. Meanwhile, the other driver is just circling. I mean, what have people been watching Jaws, or what is this, Shark Week, or what's going on? I mean, he's literally doing exactly that over and over. And now he's not even picking. He has an opportunity. Grease King might be giving it a shot though, but I don't see anything connecting. I don't see anything landing. I don't think Grease King will be able to get the kill for himself, but he might have another line of sight, but not going to be using it this time around. I don't think anything's going to change for now.
And you can see Grease King's actually trying to land this. It's like, this guy's annoying like a fly, and he wants to find it, but Sky Lowboy finds himself a kill with the M16 on that kill feed, and you can see three-way fight now possibly, but 1221 is literally just toying with these players. He's testing how good their shots are, how good their aim is, so that he knows who to act upon, like how to take this fight. And I think there's some risk involved in this type of playstyle, but like, to be fair, I might do something similar, like just by driving by some populated areas to see how good someone is with their shots. Like, if I find the best way to drive around keeping my risk low, then I think it's actually a very good risk assessment in this game mode.
I mean, yeah, he's still trying to scout out. There's a couple shots coming his way, but see, this is the thing. People over here in these kind of tournaments, in this level of play, you're going to see quite a few mistakes, if I'm being honest. You're going to see quite a few mistakes, and I don't think some of these players will be able to read them as mistakes, and they won't think about capitalizing on that. Grease King and Mao Sum, finally, we see an end to that struggle. Now we are down to the last 6 players of the game. 12 minutes into it. What is 1221 honking his horn for? Okay, he's whipping out his mini. I don't know if he's going to go for a shot here onto Grease King. He's even going full sniper mode, lying down on the ground and just trying to find that player. Seeing if he can get himself 30 points and a quick kill.
Man. 8-time scope though, like he's definitely came prepared for this, and AUG, we've seen it again and again. Maybe 1221 want to go for that instead, but no, we'll just be screening through Picardo. But you know what? Like, this is a very risky thing to do. Now, of course, he's got the 8 times he can screen like this, and the enemies may not have the same scope to match. But he's so open. He's so, so, how should I say this? Like, careless, the way that he does this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for whatever he can see, like, whoever's at that position can see him. So, if this is a very populated Picardo, he can literally be looked at by 12, 20 players, and he won't have time to take out all of them. Like, he can only see 1 or 2, like 3 if they're all in the building at the same time. So it's a better plan to move away, and I think it's also closer to center circle maybe, but Wings is in close proximity, and you can see on the minimap that he's responding to those few shots that 1221 has delivered. You know what? I'm going to make a bet. Within 20 seconds, 1221 is going to die by the hands of Wings. I'm counting.
All right. We'll see if Wings will be able to get himself that second kill. He's getting closer and closer to that drop. 1221.
10.
Still not sure if he's going to be exposed, but we'll see.
I'm getting disappointed. There's only 5 seconds left. No. You know what? I think it can still be the case, to be fair. And lining up the shots. Wings is waiting. Boom. Oh, okay, you know what? I'm just off by 10 seconds. It's not too bad. Like, at least I've predicted where and who's killing who in the round where. So, yay, I had fun. That's Wings punishing people by the drop, and nothing new here, Sandstorm. We know the drop is very, very important piece of mechanics of the game, we should say, part of the game, to really allow us to predict these fights.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to protect that one. Princessina die at the moment. Still driving around. No, I'm not seeing any loot, though, on this player. I'm not seeing any loot. You're talking about a level 1 bag, a level 2 vest, no helmet, no medkit, no first aid, no syringe, nothing. But there is a Car9 and a UMP, so at least you have a proper weapon loadout.
Very, very decent.
That's the
like
thing.
To be fair, like coming into this phase as well, like with what the UMP can deliver, like recently, I think is great. It's a great weapon, and with the Car98 shot, you can cover basically all the ranges if you're extremely good at them, to say them well, of course. And like Skylow Boy is trying to twist his own fate, because we've seen him quite a few times as well. Hasn't got a decent start in game 1, but he got that kill. Headshot onto Pole earlier, and now Princessina die can be the second one into his arms.
Oh, but looks like Princess is just gonna be driving around. Skylo boy should surely be out. Get in the car! Get in the car! Okay, now he should be going on the chase and seeing if he's actually gonna be able to follow his prey and get the kill. Only 5 players left in this match, and 2 of them are already playing cops and robbers right now. That's exactly what. Oh no. Okay, so one of them drove into a wall. The second one will almost drive into a tree. But I'm pretty sure they're not going to be following each other. Skylo boy lost track. Okay, he will run into the tree eventually. I think they're both going to be heading for that drop. I think there's going to be multiple people at that drop though, so we might be seeing yet another struggle. We might be seeing yet another fight here. Let's see. Is it going to be going in the favor of Skylo boy? Will we be seeing getting a surprise from Winx? We're going to find out in a few short moments.
I feel like Wings will come close. And you can see, like, it's already in the area. And to be fair, I think the mechanics of this player is maybe on par with what we saw from Benzo earlier. It's just the fact that, like, he was lining up his shots earlier with the Kar 98, so it looks a little bit slow. But you know what? I think, like, he or she will redeem for themselves, right? Like, and coming into the next drop as well is exactly what we predicted to be. And Skylo Boy is on his way, so Wings want to come in to have a peek, maybe getting their next kill, and Grease King also. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Grease King got here on foot. Like, to be fair, like, based on what he's done before, and based on, you know, the face of the game as well, it's still close enough, I say, Picardo and Los Leones. So Wings is once again having a moment with his family or internet, and I really want to see a change because the potential is definitely there for them to win that one. And Princess, man, I mean, we've seen these quite a few times, and I don't know how to feel about that. It's just like it's just funny at this point how people can screw like cars up. To be fair, it's not the easiest thing to do in this game.
Yeah, and like here's the thing: if they just stay there, Skylo boy could go for the push and get himself quite an easy kill. Princess just keeps on moving, takes that MG3 and keeps on trucking. Grease King still chilling in the south side of the zone. FB, who's all the way on the very south side of the zone. And meanwhile, Grease King is in the middle between him and, I guess, our next location. Priscina is just on auto run until they get to the US. Then they should be able to get into the zone. Winx has an opportunity to actually go for the drop that's currently on the eastern side. Might be able to pick that one up considering there's only 4 opponents left. FB is a little bit too far out, but I think he'd have to start moving very soon, just so you don't take any of that blue zone damage. Grease King, I'm pretty sure 15 to 20 minutes of looting is enough. I think you need to go for a fight now. And the Skylo boy is, I think that's exactly what he's thinking, because he's in a gatekeeping position to the squads and to the players that are going to be coming from the south side.
FB's improving, to be fair. I feel like seeing him like play the pass period, there's a lot more fluidity in the movements, more willing to use the car as well, so that's much needed. And Princess will continue to struggle with the car, and you can see multiple players except Winx all on the outskirts of Los Leones, on around that southern edge, I should say. So not an easy part to get through. You want to come in like later, to be fair, unless you can find a very good way to enter maybe from the side, so you can keep yourself safe, still keeping some eyes onto those gatekeepers on that southern end. Otherwise, yeah, you need to have a better game plan. FB finally in here. We talked about him and those cars, and now hopefully playing a better game, and hopefully I will live to see the day that he wins the qualification as well. Definitely not his first one right here. And we've got another chance next week for the Japan region, and it's him cruising through Los Leones. Man, I actually love this city so much. Like, I like this game so much. I'm going to play this game right after this, and since I've got some time freed up, so whoever's listening right now, including you, Sandstorm, join me.
I'd love to, but you know what? You know what we have after this, right?
Oh yes, yes,
oh,
I
yeah.
do.
We're gonna have to wait until after that, maybe. Let's focus on FB, and The 5 players that we have left, Princessina dies. Wait, what? What did she hit? What did they hit? Hello?
Welcome to Miramar. I've done that before. I've moved through some areas with the smallest rock that I happens to still manage to run into it and lose half of my car's health, including and my own health. So welcome to PUBG, guys, where physics apply partially and selectively.
Okay, I mean, the car is floating a little bit. The tires weren't even touching the floor. Let's see, we're still focusing on these last 5 players. Okay, Princessina somehow within the last few seconds decided to turn the car into a plane. Nice flying skills there a little bit, but let's see. Skylo Boy, we mentioned before that he was focusing on the south side of the map, where he was in a position to play the role of gatekeeper for the rest of this game, but decides not to. I can appreciate that. If you want to focus more on the higher position, you want to get yourself kills later on. Okay, I'll be waiting for you though. I'm gonna be waiting to see if he actually manages to get himself a couple of kills. Just gonna see how far off they are from each other. They're gonna be hitting the same road, so they might actually just spot each other out somehow in the next couple of seconds. See, Skylo Boy is actually in a car now. I don't think he's gonna be able to spot him out. On the next zone, Tarzan is gonna start moving in about a minute 30. So we're gonna see who of these 5 players do you think is gonna get the win, and who do you think is gonna qualify? Do you think it's already guaranteed who's gonna qualify for the finals?
It could be, right? I'm thinking Wings because they got 3 kills in the second position, and the fact that we're now in top 5 with some kills on board for that player as well, that's probably all we need to know. Unless Grease King just bloody pop off and start killing more, because he's got 2 kills, don't get me wrong, that is a very good start. So maybe here to turn the tides. I feel like he went out a little bit too soon though in game 1, so he literally needs to kill quite a lot of people, maybe needing to kill Wings as the next player. Otherwise those placement points may be too many for other people to get qualified.
Yeah, and that's gonna cause quite a bit of a problem for everyone, I'd say. And so here's the thing, Tarzan. I'm looking at these players, right? And I'm seeing that most of them don't actually have strong loot. That right there is strong loot if Skylo Boy is looking at the drop. But again, this late into the game, when you're talking about 20 minutes past, you should not have level 1 anything. Even a backpack, because you do need to carry your stims, your meds, your heals, and all of that. You need to have enough for maybe a couple of grenades, maybe some smokes, some flashes, some utility. Definitely need smokes to give yourself some cover, and so you can have a little bit of room to work with. You're gonna need a decent amount of ammo as well, so level 1 bags definitely not gonna be enough. And if you're going for that drop, oh baby, it is gonna be an AWM with an 8x scope and 3 level 3 items. You got that level 3 vest, the helmet, and the bag, so you're gonna be able to. Oh wait, no! Oh, last time they died to the zone, and now they died to themselves, and we are down to 4 players. Skylo Boy, Winks, FB, and Grease King, I believe, are the last 4 players remaining with us in the game so far.
That is a very tricky circle, I would say, because you don't know whether you want to drive closer to take some fights to wrap up easier, because if you keep it long range, 1 is slightly harder to land the shots, and 2, you can just get pinched by multiple sides. And Wings, no, the internet issue continues to curse, but made it to top 4. So I don't know, is that how we're going to get him or her qualified? Disconnecting twice, playing half the game. I don't know how to wrap my head around this anymore. But maybe this is Grease King's time. SKS in the hands. I feel like that was the plan in game 1 as well, and now maybe back to get some more.
Yeah, and now he's looking, and I think he might just get a kill here onto Skyboy. Grease King. He's not gonna get spotted out. He's standing in the bush. He's just gonna pass by right next to him. Meanwhile, Grease King is waiting for the opportunity to pounce, but the thing is, the audio cue is gonna be there. Are they gonna be able to spot out each other? They're just trying to get to the woods, and meanwhile, if you look at Sky Lowboy, he's looking behind him, but he's not seeing anything. But finally, we're gonna be seeing some shots coming out from Grease King. Still no damage. Still nothing being done here.
No.
Sky Lowboy is not even looking in the right direction. Turn around. 180, 180, 180. Look around, and he's finally gonna be able to swing down. Are you kidding me? He gets the kill, Sky Lowboy. So many shots whiffed, and now we're down to the last two. And it is going to be Sky Lowboy versus FB. FB, if he manages to get the win, I don't know, is it going to be enough? I highly doubt it. I think the kills that the other players got in the first game might have given them enough points. Let's have a look at FB in this 1v1. Level 3, literally everything. 6 energy drinks, 2 painkillers, 7 first aids. And he's got level 3 vest, helmet, and a bag, so he's going to be able to take quite a lot of damage. Let's see if Sky Lowboy is going to be able to spot him out here with the UMP close range. He will. FB, no! FB, no! You're not looking to your left, and that is GG! And I don't know about you, but that is literally the luckiest game I have seen. Sky Lowboy had... Okay, so the first guy didn't even notice that he didn't even hit a single shot. He had a proper 10 seconds to get the kill there. Not a single bullet lands, and it's like angels were guiding Sky Lowboy, and they were helping him every step of the way. And then this time, FB. Look, FB, we've seen him in a couple of games. The fact that he wasn't even looking to his left, he wasn't getting the audio cues, nothing. Sky Lowboy got, what, 2-3 kills, I think, in that game? Maybe 2. He might be the person to qualify, I don't know, but that's just insane if you ask me.
Audio glitch, I don't have another explanation to that. We've got like disconnection maybe coming through. We've got that last bit. FB though, like that is, you know what, sometimes in the game or in life, like you have one mistake of something and you've learned your bloody lesson. That was FB's time, and he can't mess up harder when it comes to audio cue. So from that onwards, he needs to know. But you know what? It's not just our views on this. Let's get test tree back in, if I can pronounce anything, because man, that was an unusual game too.
Oh my god, Sky Lowboy, I love him. Actually, when I was watching this fight, Sky Lowboy versus Grease King, it was so funny. The man was looking in the other direction. Grease King was shooting at him. Wow. You know, actually, I think we don't always need to have high-level skill plays to be entertained by the game. Yeah, Sky Lowboy.
Absolutely.
So 2 games are over, and we have a winner. Sky Lowboy will play in the finals. I'm waiting to see him in the finals live.
That was gifted. I'm sorry, but that was gifted. That was literally gifted in every. Yeah, that was literally a gift for him. Honestly, like the fact that both of these players didn't land any shots, weren't even aware of what was going on, and the fact that FB, how many times have we seen that name, and how many times have we seen him get so close, but just not enough to make it into the finals? Honestly, I feel a little bit sad for him, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is.
I'm sorry for Wings, because you know, there's internet issues, connection problems. Actually, and we can, I think, all agree on that, he would have win this game if he was on the server. But actually, I hope in the next week, in the last qualifications from Japan, he will have better connection, and he will end the game properly. So, guys, Sky Lowboy. Sky Lowboy. Actually, another topic. Not every game needs to be very, very skilled. It is a message to you, Sky Lowboy. It is a message to all of the countries. Everyone can win, because look, Sky Lowboy right now have at least $250. At least, because if he will be on the 4th place, it is at least $250. $50. Maybe he will be lucky again and he will get 750, maybe 1,500, or maybe $2,500 for the SkillzVault champion in Japan. My God, that was a nice match. Actually, it made my day. Talking about you guys, what are your plans for the rest of the day?
Whoa,
The
we've
MPL.
got big plans. We've got a pro league to cast for the Arabian region, and it's exciting. Things are starting to heat up, and so yeah, like Stanstorm is the host for the Arabian broadcast. I'm one of the English broadcasters, commentators. So will be very interesting.
Busy
Long
day,
day,
busy
but
day.
busy but good.
And you, Sansor?
Yeah, basically just gonna relax for about 2 hours and then get myself ready for the next cast. That's gonna be about 5 hours, I believe, and then we get to relax for the rest of the day. Well, whatever's left of the day.
Okay,
Yes,
so
exactly.
make a coffee, lay down, make a rest, and guys, see you next week. Thank you so much for today, Sunstorm. Thank you,
Thank you.
Professor. See you next week. And that's all for today, guys. Remember that this tournament is actually for you. So if you are from Japan, the next week you need to be here. It is your last chance to play in the finals. Don't waste it. Have a nice week to all of you, and see you next week. Hey!